that goes into a whole another cesspool of self-worth,
But we're still talking about love.
Well, that goes hand in hand with it.
We're still talking about fake love and real love.
Okay, but you're saying that the men need to say, you're not a wife to me, you're a woman. Then why can't those men just verbally say that? Why do you string along the woman? But that goes in to self-love, because you have to be able to set that boundary. Like,
I'm going to tell you why I say that. And I'm probably going to get cussed out in the comments.
It starts, yeah.
I'm going to get cussed out in the comments. Men don't have an issue of saying that. The problem is there's a wall where a woman is not listening to what the man is saying.
Believing it.
Because most men, I'm saying most, and you tell me if I'm wrong, Richard, but most men would be like, I'm not feeling it, I'm not working it. And that's their answer. That is their truth. And then the woman will be like, but I believe we can. I'm going to pray, but I know you my beau ass. And they'll stay.
Yeah.
They take the risk of staying and being mad at a man for moving how he moved, but he told you from day one how he felt.
Oh, yeah. So that right there, singles, is a golden rule. If you tell a man what your expectations are, and he tells you exactly where he's at, believe him that first time. Don't try to convince him to do different if he's already expressed where he's at. If he's going to change, he'll come back. He'll bring that conversation back around, or the conversation going to come back up organically. I can't tell you which one will happen before the other. But if you step out there and you're saying you're stepping out on faith, you better stand on faith. Because if it don't turn out the way that you want it to turn out, then, you weren't stepping on faith, you're stepping on their foolishness. The foolery being delusional.
Right.
But that's a component that women don't be ready to own. But I'm just saying, that's a part of a conversation that people don't really want to have.
Yeah.
A lot of women took a risk on a man. And then you want to get mad at the man for accepting the reward when he told you where he was.
From day one.
From day one.
I hate when a woman pop up pregnant. Like, girl, you knew. He told you he did not want to be no father right now. And you going to still have this baby. But now you want to go on here and bash him on Facebook.
Bash him.
Talk about him.
Now, for you women, they go out here and have babies by these men. And they tell you that they're not ready to be a father. And you still proceed to have that child. Don't beat me up. Some people may believe that's abortions or not. But don't be mad when that man set you up to be a single mother. Because he told you what it was from the jump.
Bury him.
Oh, my God.
Like,
so I need to have this conversation.
He's been holding in, too. He's been holding in, like, waiting.
No, I had a lot of other things that I was going to jump on, but I decided against it. And this is like, it's such like a major issue when you talk about having a conversation. You don't have to cover your breasts up, sweetheart. It's not like I don't want
I just wanted to make sure, because I knew you was about to go into real focus mode.
I'm a mature nigga, sweetie. I'm just telling you, your titties was showing.
Oh, okay.
I
knew they were showing, but distraction was different. I wanted you to stay focused. That was it.
But it didn't all the way distract me.
Okay.
Jamie had to hit her with this so that baby could focus. I know that's right. Get that prayer cloth together, baby.
You locked in now.
Because it looks crazy to have a towel laying over you on a
I felt comfortable. I felt covered by the blood of the lamb and the word of my.
So he's up there telling her titties are showing, like she didn't know she walked out the house with her titties showing. Negro, just admit, you keep staring at him. You keep looking at Dot and Curly, sit right across from you. She know that.
I felt a little bit more free, like I could lay back and relax. And now, you know what I'm saying?
Okay, well,
don't internalize it. It's okay. Thank you.
Now they covered.
No, the conversation about being fully transparent with women when you're meeting them, that like men don't have like the freedom of transparency for real, like in dating. Because if like on some
they just choose not to.
That is a choice.
But that depends on the woman they're with to create.
It don't matter.
You don't even matter. Like for real. Say we're on a dating site or something, right?
Yeah.
And I met you, right? And you decide that you're gonna meet me at some place for a drink tonight, right? Well, in reality, this is a true story. I have 7 children of 6 daughters, I have a 2-year-old in real life. Right? My oldest is getting ready to go into his junior year in college. It's my only boy.
Yeah, no, for real, that blew me away. Like, how old is this man?
My youngest is 2 years old.
You got grown kids.
I was married for a really, really long time.
Like
not
14
really,
years,
really long,
right?
16.
16.
A real long time. I got 8 felonies and 34 misdemeanors. That's not including my juvenile record. I caught my first case at 12. I spent from 12 to 26 on probation and parole. But I really love Jesus, and I learned it from personal experience. I live my life on that. I love my kids. I pay close to $2,000 a month in child support, so I ain't really got no extra bread to take you on a date like talking about it. I'm gonna buy this drink because I like the way you look and I want to get to know you. On our first encounter, are you fucking with me? No.
Right, because you just did to me.
No,
you said to
that
me.
ain't no, but that's my truth.
No, but it doesn't matter.
No, listen. So it sets, if I don't have the freedom to tell you the truth from the beginning, it sets a standard where I'm living a lie.
And then when he come
Okay,
back,
you can say no, that's your perception. I'm saying from a black man, when that nigga come in there and he got the pocket full of money and he buy the shit he can't afford to buy to show you, because he trying to, man, he really lying to you. He just ain't saying what his words. So if he can actually live his truth and be like, damn, just my gas money, I didn't know when I met you that I live in Winston and you live in Wisset or Burlington or something. I ain't know it was gonna be $40 the trip going back and forth.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I had $150 for this date, and I was willing to spend $150 tonight. You know what I'm saying, right?
So this is the first date?
No, yeah, but he not gonna ever be able to say that to you.
Not on the first date.
Yeah, but
that's just dating one-on-one.
But you
though.
gonna
Man, be 100%.
You're gonna
I get
expect
what he's saying.
You're
It's
gonna
like it
expect him
doesn't
to
matter
live to
because if
that.
he say it later on and you say no, is what was the point of the
that's
date?
When,
No, 'cause
we're at
later
level
on,
one,
if he tell you
we
every
have
6
level
months, he
one
lied to
questions.
you.
When we
That we
get to
talked
level
before
two,
the date.
right.
Because
yeah.
okay, so Rich,
And he couldn't have told you that then.
But see,
Because
that's
why is we acting like that ain't
when
true?
we're talking about boundaries and stuff like that,
You'll be
you're
like,
already,
oh, thanks, boo, and move on in the bar. Like, come on, right?
That-
Quit
No, because you're
playing.
not saying that. You're not coming up to no girl and being like,
We've
hey.
had this conversation.
Because you had pre-conversations before.
We've had this conversation. You my brother, you my elder. I love you. I respect you. And I appreciate your transparency. Most niggas wouldn't say that. You are absolutely 100% correct.
I just only date like that
note.
now.
Okay, so we just heard a whole lot in all that aggression. Okay, but here's the thing. 6 girls, 1 boy, $2,000 in child support. Okay, and then you have to start, calculating, the mileage between Wixit and Wixit to determine the gas, if you should spend it or not, because you only plan on spending $150 on the date. Yeah, you need to go to bed. You ain't got anybody's going nowhere but to your house, in your shower, in your bed, and start over another day. Dating is not your portion right now.
But
For the
here's
last
my
4
question.
years, I just tell everybody the truth. The press conversation.
But here's my question.
It goes.
That's not
But here's my
good. That's not
question.
good.
It's the only way I date now.
Here's my question.
That's what do.
Your truth
Let's
is
talk. We're going
appreciated.
to talk about that. We're going to change that around a little bit.
Your
No,
truth
the
is
truth.
appreciated.
Right
I
at
mean,
the first.
he's
And either they
transparent.
keep talking to me or they don't. It don't matter to me.
It's
Like,
not about that.
but if they
You-
stay, they fucking with me. They like, it can only go up from there. What happens in our relationships is niggas start on their highlight. Y'all
Okay.
do too. And then 6 months later, y'all
Are
was
you
at
in a
the chop
relationship
house
right
and-
now?
Huh?
Are you
no,
in a
I'm
okay,
single.
so
I'm
your
dating.
method's not set. Okay.
I'm not in a relationship.
Okay,
You're
so-
single until this
Okay.
nigga is so funny.
He is seeing someone. All right. Somebody like Richard who is seriously dating somebody and they post them, that's a serious situation. Because people who are dating several people don't post who they're dealing with. And at that moment, we had just seen a post. A few of us in that room knew who she was too. So yeah, he ain't single. That's why I'm over there cackling. Are you sure? Yeah. Could you not single?
This nigga is so funny.
Okay,
I am
sure.
dating. I am certain.
Okay.
I'm dating. I am dating.
Okay, cool.
And I'm having fun doing it. You know what I'm
So
saying?
that means that you can try a different method.
I'm
then.
dating with intention. Yeah. I'm dating on purpose.
Okay, so here's my question.
So I'm just saying, you
I'm
can
not
try
good
a
at
different
being-
method.
I'm not good at being single. I don't even know how to get the right toilet paper. I
Here's
want
my
a wife.
question.
Relationship.
Your transparency, your honesty, again. But I think there's a difference. I think it's I think it's absolutely fine that you live and deliver your truth. But here's my question. Have you considered that these are my truths? This is my 100% me. But if I give you my truth in proper stages versus dumping my truth on you, my responses may be different where I don't feel.
Oh, that's so good, man. That's such. Look, I'm so prepared for that.
Okay, I
Like,
want to
so
hear
on
this.
some
I love
real shit.
preparations.
This is my truth personally. I have taken responsibility for all the failed relationships since I was my first one. Right? Good and bad. Some of the shit I did wrong. A lot of the shit I did wrong, right? A lot of the stuff I was oblivious to that was done wrong to me. But no matter what, I had to take ownership for failed relationships and things not working right.
Okay.
So if I have to take full responsibility for how I treat your heart and how I handled your heart, right? I have to take full responsibility of how I treated your body, right? Consistently or inconsistent, all that shit come up when you get mad at me later, right? All that, right? I gotta take full responsibility for the failure of our relationship. Well, I decided that after it's done, I'm gonna take full responsibility of it. I'm gonna take ownership of it from the very beginning. The narrative is I present my truth. You fuck with it or you don't, but I learned it right then. It saves me a lot of money. Right? Time. If for real.
Well,
I ain't got it to spend. It saves me money. It saves me time. It saves you heart energy. But no, look, I got 6 daughters. This is really what got it to me for real. I got 6 daughters. I want a nigga to give them an option. See, that's what they really. I'm raising good women, smart, strong black women. I want a nigga to give them an option, and I want them to be able to choose. So I don't want to take that away from a woman, but I also want to do it on my terms.
Yeah, not on date one though. Not on date one.
Yeah, why not?
Because I guess that's under the I guess a date means like I gotta spend money, so it's a money game.
I'm the only one gotta spend money.
Oh.
So I can't act like this money matter. See what I'm saying? That means I gotta lie to you. I gotta lie.
If you got to think about all that before going on a date, just don't be dating, baby. That's too much to take in. I understand what he's saying, like let everything be known, but at the same time, I just don't think you need to be dating right now. When you go on a date, you're supposed to enjoy the moment, not be worried about what price this is or what piece or did you eat this, did you not eat that. Enjoy the moment.
How do you act like them? I'm taking you on a date, but look now. I'm shaking and moving some shit.
Okay.
Because my baby just went to camp and school finna start. And you see what I'm saying? And all this shit is happening. But I do like you. I like you so much. That's the perspective. Like niggas ain't giving out the perspective. I like you so much that I'm willing in the time where one daughter is freshman year college, son junior year, right? College, right? Then a junior in high school and fucking 2 11-year-olds, right? Shit, and then daycare is still going right now, and that's $300 a week. You feel me? This shit is actually happening. So when I spend this $300 on this date that you may or may not have liked or didn't really eat the food or decided that you wouldn't drink the drink special, you had to get the I'm just saying that's how dates happen. That's how dates happen.
Somebody just didn't teach you how to date. Okay, you just gotta have a different method of dating.
Without perspective, you can't make a good decision. And maybe you're a good woman, and with proper perspective, you can look at me as myself. And be like, yo, I'm fucking with that.
Right.
Because he told me the truth. Like, no, that's facts. But if not, that ain't the type of bitch I'm trying to fuck with anyway. So I can figure it out right then.
Okay.
Like, man, that ain't even being wrong. You got a son?
To accept you for who you are.
You got a son?
No, a 4-legged son, absolutely.
Okay,
Benjamin.
I'm saying. Because it'll get different if you have a son and your son get older, you'll start thinking about it different.
But I'm going to tell my
baby, you ain't got to do that for them.
I'm going to tell my boy.
What you going to tell?
Boy. That first date, first of all, we're gonna take a little time to get to know Shorty before we even going on no dates. And we're in instant gratification kind of era. You know what I'm saying? We want to go ahead and meet somebody, but you might not be worthy of even meeting. And I don't even know that because I haven't taken time to have proper conversation with you. Because if we're not on a thing of where we're FaceTiming consistently and we're on the phone consistently, we're doing all the things, and we wouldn't be even going on the first date. And that first date ain't even gonna include no food. Let's go out for some drinks. Let's go out for coffee. Let's see if in person the chemistry is even there. Because why are we even doing? Why am I even putting out? Why?
I'm loving what you just said.
Because hold on, let me
this is what a nigga thinks.
Let me interject real quick.
You say let's go out for drinks. This is what he.
Richard, you gotta let people talk. Wes was trying to interject, but let's see how this goes. They're gonna let people talk.
Thinking. I have to pay for your drinks.
Yeah, but we're going out drinks compared to
You're
we're
like,
going
no,
out.
I'm saying it ain't like, sometimes it ain't a thing. Sometimes it don't matter. I can afford it, right? But you're saying, hey, let's talk on FaceTime. That means it's required that I have an iPhone. You have to think about this. Like, for real. It's
You can
required
get a
that
duo. You can get a duo on a droid.
He know you can get that duo, that Instagram FaceTime. Stop playing. You know you can Facebook FaceTime.
You can get the mess. You can get the duo.
No, I'm just saying, get all the things. It's a requirement that is an expectation. On you, like, that's all. Like, why can't we see that there's a bottom level, like an expectation that men have to have in order to even have a conversation?
Well, I mean, at least you're going to have that. That's for you. At least you can have the FaceTime for you instead
So
of
now I have a question. Because, and correct me if I'm understanding it wrong, but I feel like the initial, what I gather, the initial thought process of what I call it a dumping, because I feel like that's a dump. I feel like it went from the initial dumping being about, getting who you are, getting what's going on, out, and getting that information out up in advance. Somewhere in there, and y'all tell me my ears heard it wrong, it turned from that into almost avoiding doing
the dating, because you like, let me throw it out
and
now.
the chivalry of dating. Yeah. And I think for me, if that's the intent of it, that changes how I feel about it. But if the intent of it is to be like, let me get all my truths out there, this, that, to the third, it's kind of like, even with your truths, those are truths that should be shared and experienced timely, because those are not, hear me, those are not all bad things. There are a lot of men that are considered top tier men that got the same history that you have, but they also, A, they've had growth, and then B, they didn't dump that on somebody, because that's a lot.
Yeah.
I feel like if a chick came to you and was like, I got 9 kids, 6 baby daddies, felonies, I done robbed a couple of banks, I done stole me a Geo Metro, it's still in the backyard, this bra ain't even mine, this titties is cement, you would be like, it's a no.
I'm good, boo.
But if she would have brought some of those things out in phases, like these are cement, but they still bounce, you like them? You'd be like, I would consider, let's go to Applebee's 2 for $25. You would still consider it. But I feel like you cut yourself short by dumping so much so quick.
That's not the real experience.
Buying drinks
the experience
is a problem for me.
If you find out, if me and her dating, and she finds out some information about me that I haven't presented to her, she's gonna say, and I'm going to have to live with the fact that I lied. I didn't tell her the truth. That's just
lie on you weren't there.
You guys.
Before you even go on the first date, you would have had this conversation over maybe a 2 months.
We talking about everything.
No, I don't like that. When I go on a date, I want to know everything. I want to know if I like you, if I'm going to keep spending time with you. Why am I going to keep dating you when you keep spending money on me and then I find out all this shit in the long run? And it's like I just wasted my time with you. I could have been dating somebody else. But I could have been figuring out what I wanted.
But what is our long run? Because we try to shorten the dating gap when it's like you should be dating. How long does it take y'all to get to know somebody for real? How long does it take y'all to really get to know somebody?
Man. I met somebody and got to know them in one evening.
But the thing about it is, you have to go through a probationary period, a 90-day to a 6-month period
to go on a date.
No.
Oh.
To feel like
really
you
get to
really
know someone.
to really get to
Are
know
you
somebody.
hearing
You ain't seen
yourself?
that person mad. You ain't seen that person stressed out for real, because everything is real cute in the beginning. You know what I'm saying? You can show yourself, but I feel like it takes time to really get to know somebody.
But I think that comes with dating with intention if you want to go more.
After
If you
he's
just
played all that out on the table, I done told you this. Do you accept me
Then
for
you
my
ain't gotta
flaws?
worry about
But he
that.
said-
She may accept him for his flaws, but in the long run, I actually do like you.
So
You
let
may
me
have
get
all
some
this shit
clarity.
going on.
Because I'm in a state of confusion slightly. So are we talking about getting this stuff out before the date or getting stuff out before the relationship?
No, we saying, I feel like you was saying getting the shit out on the first date.
I got it out.
First
So I have
meeting each other.
practiced, and I've had this conversation with Wesley. What I do with women now, if we met somewhere, I like in person meeting, some grocery store, some shit, or meet. Hey, exchange numbers.
so you telling this on aisle 3?
No, I don't say.
If anybody tell me this by the bread aisle, I'm running. Aisle 3? That aisle 3 has been weak because she said it's so smooth, but it's a good question. Are you really downloading that on the aisle 3 between the bread and crackers? Like, who doing that in food line?
Okay, period.
No, not at all. No. But
Okay.
that in part of that first or second phone conversation, that's the conversation I have.
Okay.
Now, the initial introduction is all about being attracted to somebody. It's purely about aesthetics usually. You just like the way somebody looks.
Right.
But then you see if they're willing to talk to you, right? So now you exchange information. But in that next 2 conversations, hopefully for me, the first one, you want to be
Go ahead
clear.
and be transparent. Go ahead and put it
man,
out.
like, hey, I want you to know for clarity. Because women, I learned it. I mean, I just spent so much time with so many women, right? Like, not see, that becomes sexual, but I wouldn't make
I feel you.
sisters and mama and aunties and all that, right? Man, women make up it's all these women in here, right? Women make up a scenario for every action that happens. You know what I'm saying? Like, so she might take offense that I take her to Chipotle. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what the type of bitch she think I am.
What is
I'm
wrong
a
with your
Chipotle.
lips?
But it could be that, it's so important that I met you today and we had a great conversation tonight on the telephone. And damn, really, when I took you to Chipotle, I was looking at my gas tank for the rest of the week. And I was making choices on the places I'm gonna drive for the rest of the week. And I figured I can take a little bit of that money allotted and budget it for me to make it to church and make it to all these places that are my responsibilities this week. And I spent this $30 on us to sit down at
Should you be dating, period?
That's what
That doesn't make sense. That goes exactly what
Yeah, because at the end of the day, that's a thing.
Because if you have to go through all that, like, dang, I gotta put gas.
Right now is not your
You gotta-
season.
you
It's
still
not
got
your
some
sit
growth.
down.
You
You
still
need to
got
sit
some
down
growth.
and
So look, that's
still got some growth to do.
So again, that goes back to exactly what I said from the beginning, that it's gonna it costs.
But I
me
shouldn't
that day.
have to know all of that. That
but
is
you know
possible.
But I don't gotta know what
But if you're going through that at
sacrifices you
home
have
in
to-
your mind,
but
then
your
maybe it's not your
sacrifices
season to
become my
date.
problem,
But think
though.
about it, but think
if we're
about it.
dating, you can say, well, damn, I don't know, maybe you got 2 kids, right? And I say I want to take you to the movies tonight. And you be like, man, I would, but I got these responsibilities at home.
Myself, though.
And you can tell me about those. And I got to get a babysitter and I got to make sure the food is taken care of, or this is not something that I can do. And you can present that to me.
Right,
And
right.
it's not like an issue.
Right.
It's like, okay, good mama vibes, right?
Right.
Responsible person vibes. Not, you need to be taking care of your goddamn kids, woman.
Okay, but she's saying that she got to do all those things. You know what I'm saying? She's being transparent about what she's got to do. So the thing is, though,
But he can't be. See, that's
turned
what I'm saying.
down- I have turned
Creating
down
an
plenty of
environment
dates.
where a
but she
nigga has to
said
I ain't got
lie
my
to
she
shit
yourself.
would,
together.
but the way that you just did the scenario, she said I would, but I got these things to do. You're still doing it.
Yeah, but no, because he can't say to you.
Yeah,
That's
okay,
he can't
if
say
he-
to you, baby, when I would like to take you out to eat today, but I can't afford it. Because the immediate response is, well, you shouldn't be dating him.
No,
that nigga
that's
could
the
be the
thing,
love of
'cause
your
you
life.
shouldn't be.
He gonna treat you better than everybody gonna ever
Okay,
treat
then
you.
he's still gonna be there. Because the thing about it is that if that's for you, that's gonna be for you. But here it is, and I'm gonna let this rest on your spirit. Because if you're not in the season where you should be dating, maybe that's gonna give time for you to actually find the person that's actually for you, that you don't gotta do all that explaining, to do. You don't
Whether
gotta
it's
do
to
all
her
of that.
or yourself.
Right. So maybe you just have to go through a season. Maybe it's a season where you're in.
So here's my question.
Right.
So are you saying that when it comes to the woman, it is a season of grace? And that same grace is not extended to a man?
No, it's not. It's nothing
on
about
both
that.
ends,
So this is what
for
he
me.
was saying. Basically, he's saying we don't have the choice of transparency. A woman can say, hey, I would, do this for you, whatever, but I can't because I have all these obligations. But he's saying, okay, I know I have all these obligations, but I'm still going to do for you.
Because he can't. Yeah, that's what.
Because
men
he
are-
can't be
that's
transparent.
that is what dating is. Whether
See-
you believe it or not, in America, that's what dating
Yeah,
is.
but
It's
think
men
about
making
it.
bad decisions,
Right, and women
to
doing the
get
same
your
thing.
attention until you like them enough
Women
to
are
where they
doing
can tell you the truth.
Women are doing the same thing.
I feel like a woman really wants that. Like the
Yeah,
freedom
they
to
just
be
want to-
like, yo, I don't feel manipulated. I don't feel mistreated. Man, my ex-wife, like her major thing, like all these conversations. I don't want to feel like I don't want to feel like a fool. Like I'm tired of feeling like a fool. I'm tired of feeling like, damn, I believed in something. I trusted in something. And then I look back later and damn, timeline proves I was a goddamn fool because this was what was happening. I didn't know anything about it. Like, damn, well, my goal is to not make a bitch feel like a fool.
Even with the intention, that second date, we're still getting to know each other. You can lay that out, but you know what I'm saying? I didn't know we already making a decision to be together.
So no, this is the perspective from a nigga's perspective.
Ooh,
for real.
that's quick.
So how many dates does it cost me until I can be myself?
You can
Why is
be-
that
you-
the question?
let her
Just-
answer the
just
question.
because you're- just
How many
because
times?
you're-
Like
you
you
can
saying,
be
I can't tell you my truth.
No,
I
no,
can't
no,
put-
I'm not
how
saying
many
that you
dates? How
can't.
many dates? Because I got to pay for that first one.
I'm not
then I
saying-
got to invite you on the second one.
I'm not
How
saying
many
that you
times
can't.
do I got to pay for a date and buy food and buy drinks and act like I'm a good nigga when I want to fill on your butt?
No,
Like,
no,
for real, how many times? How many times I gotta do that?
Nah, because
that's an expectation.
Both
Y'all
can be
didn't hear
true,
what I
right?
said.
And while
but
I'm
I'ma repeat
fighting
it
to
when
be
it
my
quiet
best
down.
self, you're telling me I gotta fake the pull.
Both can
Y'all
be
didn't hear what I
true
said.
because you can be transparent. You can be yourself. You don't have to reveal everything right then. You can still be yourself and be transparent. You don't have to reveal your whole life story on the first date.
No, that's not the life story though. That's what I'm saying. That
Flag
shit right there
Hold
was just
on.
a true, like a
Flag on the
highlight
play.
reel. You know what I mean?
Flag on the play, because I
Yes.
want to hear what O'Shea is gonna say. Go ahead.
I said I have FaceTime and talked to a man. Now he didn't live near me for 6 months until we actually went on a date. Now he has fed me everything. I done fed him everything. We talking. So I already know on that first date, we was gonna fuck, period.
Yeah.
We was gonna do all that shit.
Yes. Fuck.
Cause y'all already
Because
got
we
it all out on
already,
the table.
yeah, so it ain't no, like I don't do this on the first night. No, I know what's up.
Yeah.
You
But that's
fly
not
me
really
out
the
to
first
here,
night.
I know what's
Yeah.
up. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like you should lay everything out before you go on a date with somebody or their first date. Because you may tell me that on the first date, and I'm like, damn, I do fuck with him. He being real transparent. Right
Did he tell you everything on the first couple conversations?
They talked for 6 months.
You talked for 6 months.
Yeah.
Right.
Got
So
everything
that's-
out
What
there.
else you got to talk about?
That, right.
You know, like-
That happened over a span of time before y'all got to that first interaction, and then both people was able to be themselves. Because I've been myself
Acting
with
like
you
y'all
for
young,
free.
like you got time, like talking
Over
about
the phone,
it.
and you still
Got
been
time
fucking
to be
with it.
bullshit.
But it didn't take him spending like he was saying. How much money do he got to spend to
Yeah,
see
he
if
just
he
was
like
on the
that
phone.
person?
Yeah.
Did he? Oh, he didn't. You know what I'm saying? Oh, well, I know people like they send a little lunch money, whatever. But like,
No, he ain't no trick.
Come on with it.
right.
He's not no
So
trick.
you was able to FaceTime him and do all the things for 6 months before you had your first date. He ain't had to spend nothing. He ain't had to do nothing. He ain't had to do nothing.
I'm not no
He-
gold digger. I
Huh?
don't look for somebody to do things for me in order for me to like him.
Right. So with the first date thing, all those conversations were already had. So you don't even have to do all that. You don't got to spend money on all these dates. You can have somebody that you're talking to on, you know what I'm saying, online or through FaceTime for 6 months before you, enough time to get to know that person before you go on that first date, and then you're able to be yourself. You don't have to do, you know what I'm saying? You don't have to do all the things when you can vibe with somebody on that level.
That's a good
So it's like, why not go ahead and try? Like, hey, can we vibe on the FaceTime level? Can we even do this before we decide to get up and do all the things? Did you hear what she said?
Yes, I agree with her.
Okay, so FaceTime somebody for 6 months, then go on the first date and see how it goes for you.
But so, I mean, I don't know how much traveling you did. I've been like riding around the United States since I was 16. You meet somebody in Boston, and then you spend the next year and a half in Houston, and then you spend 2 years in Denver, right? And you won't make it back to Boston for 4 years, but you've been talking to this bitch for 4 years. You met her in the airport. And shit, no, for real, and it's different. And now you been just talking to her, FaceTime in different situations, all that.
4 years and you ain't met her?
Yeah, we met in the airport in Boston.
I'm saying,
you know what I'm saying? Like one
y'all
time.
ain't seen each other?
Several times, man. I met the most gorgeous woman I've ever slept with. I met, no bullshit, she was working at Wendy's in the Vegas airport.
So now we're on the most gorgeous girl he's ever been with, and she's at Wendy's in Vegas. Got it.
I'm not, man, this is years and years ago.
Just happened.
I can tell you the truth. Manny Pacquiao and Floyd Mayweather fought. We went to the fight so many years ago. And in the airport, waiting on all my homeboys who was all coming, the space in there, it was next to the Wendy's, right? Beautiful, gorgeous girl. Speak to her, exchange information, get to know her, find out she's there working, but she had to pass the security to get there, and she was working on her flight attendant stuff. Now she's like a mega flight attendant, right? But back then, shit, I met her. Well, I ain't fuck her then, but I was in North Carolina then. Next time I spoke to her, I was living in Louisiana, Alexandria, Louisiana. She was in Houston and just happened to hit me up. It's a 2-hour drive, 3 hour, 3 years later. But we've been talking, we communicate, we got to know
so you
her.
was able to be yourself when you got around her. You didn't have to spend no money.
I mean, except for I had to be at the fucking Floyd Mayweather.
Okay then, so what you saying? What you saying? So you don't have to do all that. You can face somebody, you can face on somebody, get you really know them well.
But not face to face. I can't do that if I live in Greensboro and you live in Greensboro. That's not acceptable. You're gonna ghost me. If it takes me 4 years to get to a place to where we can actually get together, after 2 months, you really gonna stop ignoring my good morning text. Quit playing like that ain't true though. Come on.
That's true. After 2 weeks,
yeah,
if a move has not been made that shows me, I'm ready to pursue something, my mind is gonna go elsewhere.
Okay, it's less than that. After about 1 week.
I will say one thing about that man that I dated for 6 months though, before we met up. That nigga called me every single day. FaceTime me. He made sure checked in. Good morning. Good afternoon. Did you eat lunch? Good night. We talking on the phone. Like he made sure he stayed in contact with me. And he just he caressed my brain so much.
Ooh, my brain.
He really
did. I don't know why that sounded so sexy.
He did.
Caress my brain.
Caress the brain. That's different.
Caress my brain.
He did.
Look at her getting all blushy and stuff.
Y'all still dealing? Okay. All right, well, listen, I have enjoyed our conversation. I just want to let the record stand. I didn't get to none of the questions that were submitted.
Okay, absolutely.
We were stuck on 2.
We were stuck on 2, maybe 3 questions.
From Harris to God to love.
Not even to the questions that were submitted by the people. So I hope you guys enjoyed it.
Make sure you guys go out and vote. It matters.
Make sure you go
vote for Kamala
Hi.
If that's
telling
what
you
you're
who to
going
vote for. Vote for your heart.
or you going for the cheese it, do what you do. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I have enjoyed it. I want you guys to come again. Would y'all come again?
Yes, absolutely. We need to get back to them questions.
Yes, we
And let's
gotta.
not start. Can we not
We
start with
gotta finish
politics
those
and
questions.
religion? Because I think
let's do that.
That one threw me for the loop.
That's
Yeah,
why I was
it
quiet
was
the whole time. I don't talk about religion or politics with
I
people.
hate
That's
that
just something I
so
don't.
heavy. I was not start that heavy the next time. I absolutely promise. But I have enjoyed you all. I've enjoyed your opinions. I enjoy that you guys are willing to have the conversations that get, a little touchy, a little tough. Yeah. I've learned more about my friends. O'Shea gonna date people on FaceTime and everything and put them on in.
Okay.
I really want to talk about that the next time because I think that's something that our culture is actually scared to do.
Yeah, for sure.
We feel like if it's not microwave, quick to the point, we kind of check out.
Right.
I've always known about Richard that Richard is very upfront.
Yes, Richard.
I'm like this everywhere, though.
Yeah,
I think, it's important.
That's dope. I think we
I
definitely
fought too hard to figure out how the fuck to be me to act like something different in other places.
In such a fake world where we can't decipher and discern sometimes between the real and the fake, you need people who are going to be transparent to keep it balanced. So that's dope.
I enjoy about my good Jamie and Blessings that she's going to talk to you about God with her areolas out.
Okay, period. Okay.
God is good. God is good.
All the time.
And then Bianca, I'm glad that she is going to point out.
I think she's the one who farted earlier.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah, it's the silence. It was silence. We all heard it.
Fork.
We all heard
but
it.
But anyway, I know you didn't fart, but the Apple comment sent me. So anyway, guys, thank y'all for coming.
Don't do
Enjoy the episodes. Stay tuned. We'll be back and there'll be more. Thank you all. Have a good night.
Goodbye.